All right, guys, let's dive into this late evening reading. I want to get a feel for how you guys are feeling today. I'm going to tap into your energies and see what the overall collective is feeling as far as the collective being Aquarius, okay? First of all, some of you are hell-bent on, just making sure you're happy, seeing your justices come to fruition. No more feeling left out in the cold and dealing with people who put you down, who are narcissists, who, just don't know how to lift people up. It looks like you're totally done. You know what you want now and you're going for it. I also see you getting it. I'm seeing a victory amongst things that you've wanted for a long time. You just didn't really know how to go about getting these things. There was too many things that were in the way. There was a lot of chaos in your life. There was a lot of people in your life that were toxic, and this was kind of clouding everything, okay? You were just thinking you had to put up with all this, and this is how life is, yada, yada, yada. But I'm seeing, especially today, I'm seeing that a lot of you are feeling better about things. You're feeling more positive. Guys, if you're feeling more positive, please comment below the video. Take a moment, because if that's the case, I would love to know that you guys are actually feeling positive, looking toward your future now in a more positive kind of a way, and seeing that the victories become yours, okay, through your actions, okay? Actions speak louder than words, guys. We always heard that. It's true. All right, so getting rid of the negative, learning to lift yourself up and give yourself what you need to be happy in life. As far as love goes, I feel like somebody's having some kind of, well, there's something going on in the background that you're not understanding, or you're not aware of, or you just can't figure out or find out, and it's upsetting you. And this has to do with someone you love. All right. I'm also seeing that you or a certain someone that you're with is going through some type of life transitioning, and this transition is basically you're looking for balance. You're both looking for balance, okay? So this is what's getting in the way between those of you who are having issues in your relationships. This is getting in the way. There are facts missing. There are truths not being told. There's one of you who is not yet come into your authentic self, and you're holding back on what you really want and need in life. You're trying to make your partner be okay. And by, kind of fluffing things, not being honest, thinking that if you were honest, it might, rock the boat. So you're holding back, and your partner is feeling that. Your partner is feeling that something's not right, something's missing, something is not being divulged. And we can't get away with this anymore, guys. Not in the time we're in. It used to be that we could hide things. Not anymore, okay? Because your intuition is so powerful that you're picking up on these energies immediately, especially the closer you're with someone, like, if you're in love with someone and you're spending a lot of time with them, or even a great friend, you might be feeling each other's feelings right now. You know how when pregnant women got pregnant and then the man felt the woman's pain, they said that was sympathy pains, right? So it's kind of working the same way now with the level that our powers are, that we're just able to read people. We're able to read them through their energy, right? We pick up their energy. We're feeling their energy. So nothing can be hidden anymore. Those days are over, right? Nothing can be hidden anymore. So nothing can, you can't hide anything. Somebody's having a tower moment, by the way. All right. I'm sending love and light out to you. You're feeling stuck. You're having this tower moment. And this looks to be like something to do with your finances. Okay, guys, this is a good time for me to mention I do offer different readings. I know times are tough, so I offer a $20 reading. If you want to see what my services are, you can click on the description below the video and email me. All right, this is different over here. I'm seeing a want to celebrate, or an expectation. So some of you have some kind of expectation going on right now, and it hasn't fully unfolded. It hasn't, you're waiting on something. This is creating some type of burden, all right? And whatever this is that you're waiting on to unfold is going to bring in balance for you. And it looks like it has something to do with a workplace. So this could be some of you who are putting out some feelers for a job. This could be some of you wanting to get out of your job and move into another job or career, making career changes, things like that. Okay. All right. Yeah. For some of you, it looks like there's been a layoff or a firing or something like that. Oh boy. If this is you, comment below. I'm sending you lots of love and healing light. There's no feeling worse in the world than being fired, especially, if you didn't do anything wrong and you're fired, you get fired. I don't know. I think I've been fired when I was very young. I remember something about just feeling really bad about myself, like, wow, they hated me, or I wasn't up to par, or I was doing terrible. They thought I was doing a terrible job. Like, you kind of lose your self-confidence, right? When you get fired from a job, it's the worst. If you've ever gotten fired from a job, guys, let me know in the comments. All right. I'm curious to see how many people have ever experienced being fired. All right. It's really a terrible feeling. All right. But I think probably a lot more people have experienced this than we think or believe. Okay. So here I'm seeing something needs to come to an end. All right. So you're trying to manifest. Those of you who are trying to manifest something in, you have the manifestation card in this layout. But it's difficult for you because you're going through inner conflict right now. Okay, so it's a vicious cycle. The inner conflict makes you want to manifest in something better. And I'm seeing this world opportunity over here. This is what you really want. This is what you've been trying to manifest. But you cannot manifest things in when you're vibrating low, when you're not feeling good, when you're in those dense 3D vibrations. Okay, you will be able to manifest more negativity, because when we're vibrating that low, it's a negative stance that we're in, a negative frequency, dense energies that are low frequency. All right, but if you put the kibosh on something in your life that is tormenting you and creating these emotions and feelings of, always being conflicted, right? This is, what I have found, guys, most of the time when we're not happy, it's either one of two things, I should say. Either we've trained our brain to just look at negative things and really super focus in on those, or we're generally happy people, but we have a lot of negative people in our lives that keep sucking us back into the third dimensional, low, thick densities, right, of energy. So what Spirit is saying in this layout is you absolutely can manifest, but first you've got to get rid of these emotions, okay? Because these are negative emotions. So end the thing that is making you feel that way, and you will absolutely be able to achieve goals that you never thought you could achieve before, because this is a very powerfully spiritual time. Your powers are over the top right now as far as your intuition, your manifestation skills. You even have telepathy, What do I mean by I have telepathy or you have telepathy? What I mean is, if you are with somebody that you spend a lot of time with and they're talking to you and you finish their sentences or vice versa, that is telepathy. You read their mind or they read yours, okay? If you're thinking about someone and boom, your phone rings or you get a text message from that person right away, that is telepathy. They heard your thoughts, okay? They heard your thoughts. So anytime things like this happen, somebody shows up at your door that you were just thinking about or talking about or calls you, this is a form of telepathy. And you all have this now, all right? You've always had it, but you are now tapping into it. So you are able to manifest in more than you can imagine, all right? And with the King of Cups, having a very open, loving heart together with positive emotions will put your manifestation powers, you're already over the top, but it'll just make you more powerful if you are having that open heart and doing good things for others, okay? It just brings you up a notch frequency wise. All right, it brings them up too. All right, and I'm also seeing, here's the card of intuition. I'm seeing a masculine here. And whatever you're doing, keep doing it, because I'm seeing that you're moving in you're growing exponentially spiritually, and I'm seeing like a lot of personal growth here, and you're making decisions that are very important right now. They're going to make a big difference in your life. Every decision you make, guys, no matter how big, how small, is going to have an effect on your life. Good, bad, or indifferent, okay? Think about that. That's pretty huge, all right? Because you can make a lot of small decisions and change your life completely, all right? But I do see you moving towards something. Your intuition is moving you toward something. This is what I'm getting from a lot of my aquas, most of you, all right? You're using your intuition, and your intuition is your drive now. It's your driving force, I should say, all right? I'm seeing a lot of creativity coming about. I'm seeing people taking on, doing things that they haven't done in years. Perhaps you used to paint when you were younger. Perhaps you like to work with your hands. You like to work on cars years ago. These are things that you enjoyed doing that made your heart feel lighter and made you feel, very, it was a very calming experience for you when you were doing these things, okay? You would get lost in these things and just forget about anything negative going on in your life. I'm seeing this creativity. It's happening for a lot of you. It's coming in quick. All these creative thoughts, clarity on what you want, clarity on new things that you're starting. A lot of it is having to do with what I just said. And I'm also seeing getting other people involved or starting to think about that. You're starting to think about starting projects and getting other people involved in your projects. These could be smaller humanitarian projects that really don't require money right now. It just requires some time, like some manpower or some time invested. A little bit of time for each person can create something awesome for the communities, right? All right. I'm seeing, I'm picking up on, this is a masculine and a feminine, and I see that you're just getting started, okay? You're just getting started, and I see right now there's a few rough spots you're going through. This is for the couples out there that are brand new, that are just having this new start in this relationship. Everything's new. I want you to think about this, okay? Because Spirit is telling me that a lot of you from the years before and the relationships before have been hurt and got burned. And, because of that, you're going into this relationship very I don't want to say judgmental, but you have the card of judgment here. So everything's being judged. All right. We'll see. It's being compared to the past. Okay. I'm going to tell you not to do that because you're in a period of time right now. You have changed, Aquarius. Mentally, you have changed. Okay. You are not putting up with things like you did from the past. You're a different person now. You perceive things differently. You have a higher sense of self. You have tighter boundaries around you, and you know what you are willing to accept and not accept, and you're very strong right now. So what I'm seeing here is, don't judge this relationship that just started, because in the future I'm seeing a lot of happiness and joy coming from your person that you just started seeing. Okay, this doesn't mean for every single one of you who are just starting a relationship it's going to be wonderful and awesome. You still need to take your time and make sure that the person you're with is a good person, has integrity, is treating you well, is going to be respectful. Okay, because remember guys, everybody's on their best behavior in the beginning, right? All right, but you know, you're pretty much in a place in your life where you are not going to tolerate anything less but respect and, you know, being treated well, and vice versa. All right, so there's some decent news here regarding your wealth, your money, your status. Okay, it looks like people are starting to look to you for something. People are starting to notice something about you or look to you for something, Aquarius. Maybe you're starting to notice people are just coming up to you in the store. People are talking to you more. People are feeling your energy. They're feeling something that they're like attracted to, like a magnet when it comes to you. They view you as somebody very stable, somebody who has a lot of good ideas, positivity just dripping off of you. All right, and this is going to make you feel you're not used to this, so some of you might be getting a little feeling a little defensive at some things, you know, as people coming, talking to you, flocking around you. This might make you uncomfortable at first because you're wondering what the hell is going on. But over here, I'm seeing this is spiritual. This is absolutely, this is your spirit. This is your soul speaking to other people in with your essence and your energy, I should say. Okay. So, and if this is happening to anybody out there, please comment below the video and let me know. Just, you could just say things like, yeah, a lot of people talking to me lately, or they're coming out of the woodwork, you know, however you want to say it. I'm seeing here, wow, this is amazing. Guys, can you see this? All right, so you have the Strength card. So this could be something coming in very powerfully. And next to that, you have the Seven of Pentacles. So this is your money situation right now. It's not huge, it's not magnificent, but you have some type of backing in your bank account, right? In case of an emergency. Something much bigger is coming, so you don't have to fret, you don't have to worry. The Wheel of Fortune is angelic protections over us, but it is also a lot of wealth and prosperity, and there's movement with this. There's protection in this card. There's a lot of positive things that go with the Wheel of Fortune. All right, it could be, you know, an instant wealth kind of scenario. Money being left to you, surprise money, big money that just was totally unexpected, like an unexpected outpouring of money. All right, this is going to be a totally different lifestyle, Aquarius. This is going to lead into a new home. This is going to lead into joyful, happy feelings of security and family and love. And then, as if that weren't enough, you have the Ten of Pentacles, and we all know what this is. Those of you who watch my channel know Ten of Pentacles is about everything you can think of that you ever wanted coming in, culminating together. Family, love, money, property, whatever you've always dreamt about coming in for you, ultimately coming in. And not just coming in, but this is coming in like suddenly, but all together. Like it's gonna feel like it's gonna all come hit you all at once, just multiple things that you can't wrap your head around. You already told yourself they were never gonna come to fruition, that they were impossible dreams, that they were just a vision or just something like a fantasy, okay? Something that maybe other people, it happens to others, never going to happen to you. Well, guess what? It's going to happen for you. It's coming in. So expect this, guys. Manifest it in by expecting it. The Wheel of Fortune is dead center, and all around it, I'm picking up on strength and hope and positivity and big money and money flowing and properties being bought, owning a beautiful home and being able to get the things you've always dreamt of, abundance. Just this layout speaks of, financial bliss, and I'm going to leave it at that, guys. Just think, financial bliss is on the way. Okay? All right, so that's the end of the reading. And I hope you guys have a beautiful rest of your evening. Take care.